Hey, what's up, Cowboy Nation, man? This your boy Heavy Chevy back with another quick video, Cowboy Politics. Hey, man, I know y'all probably can see it on me, man. Your boy tired, bro. Your boy tired. I've been going like the Energizer Bunny. But my battery is almost low. I'm still trying to keep up enough strength to keep up with y'all on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and listening to the news with Cowboys Nation going on, watching games and stuff like that, working, kids, getting maybe 3-4 hours of sleep. But man, I just want to elaborate on the press conference. You know what I'm saying? I think Schottie was a good candidate. I think that was a very good choice. Yes, it keeps continuity with Dak and a lot of the players there. What was real funny to me when Jerry said that he wished he could be a head coach. Man, a lot of us knew that. A lot of us knew that Jerry talked about he wished he was a head coach. But a 5-year-old Bronco, Jerry. A 5-year-old Bronco, bro. For real. Like that. You didn't even have to put that unsolicited story in there. We didn't even need to hear that. And the Steven, bro, the quote-unquote air quotes about the 30-year drought, bro, it's facts. Just face it, it's facts, man. This team has pretty much went a whole generation without even getting to the NFC Championship. Generation is 40 years. Pretty much went a whole generation. Luckily, I was one in this generation to see the 3 Super Bowls. So, as far as like Schottie goes, man, when he said he wanna, do cut splits, more motions and stuff like that, a lot of that started to show in 2023. If you go look at the film, I know I had alluded to, I think at DMV, Miss Star, Boss, a couple more other people, man, that the play calling, if you look at the play calling, it looks like it was a tug of war of who has the better system or whatever. 2022, yes, we know that was Kellen last year. It was pretty much his system. You had sometimes two receivers at a time running option routes. The option route, man, if you hit on the option route, the quarterback and the receivers are in sync, you'll blow any defense out the water, because now the defense can't predict of where the receiver's going the majority of the time. But the defense can trick either the receiver or the quarterback. And if either one of them is tricked, it's going to be disastrous. As we saw, Dak had all those interceptions. But they also still had one of the best offenses. It was just inconsistent. 2023, as I was trying to compare 2023, 2024, then I started comparing 2022. 2023, when Schottie was put in place as the OC, but not the play caller, it kind of came to fruition of what I was saying, what I was thinking about the different systems in play. And basically when Jerry and Steven had alluded to the fact of, Schottie was biting his lip. Sometimes he didn't agree with what Mike was doing with some things, just different philosophies. Mike was always saying that he wanted to run the ball. But Mike, at the same time, you wasn't running the ball. I kind of was through with Mike McCarthy after the Atlanta game. But I had a feeling that he probably was going to come back. But a good thing they did kind of pick up Schottie, allowed him to become the head coach, In Jerry's case, yes, that is a risk for someone that never been in that position before. But you're going to have to be able to help Schottie out. Yes, he's been in the NFL for 25 years, and that says a lot. He's a young old coach. for what a lot of fans been asking for. You want a young coach with experience, and that's what he got. He honestly has it. He has 25 years of experience in the NFL. And one thing I did like what Schottie said and mentioned, that he basically waited. He turned down some jobs, you know what I'm saying, because he feel like he wasn't ready. Man, a lot of us do that from time to time. We feel like we're not ready for something, you know what I'm saying, and we'll wait until we're mature enough. So I guess he feel like he's matured enough to be able to take on the head coaching role. And I think he's a great leader of men. It showed in the press conference. He speaks with authority. He speaks with confidence. And he has a little swag to him. Almost like Pete Carroll-ish. Pete Carroll, almost 80? And he's still going? But I think Schottie's going to do a very good job. Cowboys Nation, man, y'all get behind him. You know what I'm saying? If you watch some of his old film or whatever, I'm glad that he also said that Pete Carroll challenged him to look at like the Sean McVays and the Kyle Shanahans and what they're doing and try to evolve your offense. In 2023 was apparent. Dak had his MVP season, one of his best statistical seasons. Dak almost threw 5,000 yards, almost had 40 touchdowns, less than 10 interceptions. Quarterback rating was tops. So, in which he should have won. Dak should have won the MVP. 2023. Should have won the MVP. But, yeah, just look at the film. I'm going to have to put up some plays to show what Schottie was talking about, you know what I'm saying, cutting splits, motion and things of that nature to see what the defense is in. That's what they did in 2023, especially after the San Francisco game. I keep saying this. After the San Francisco game, they said they had a players meeting or whatever. Then they went and talked to McCarthy about opening up the playbook. The plays were too stagnant. That's because they was trying to figure out from what I gathered, in my opinion, they was trying to figure out what system did they still want to run. Yes, they said they still was going to keep like 70% of what Kellen had done, just change some of the terminology or whatever. You can tell at the beginning of the season, you know what I'm saying, the offense kind of stale a little bit. They, it's almost like they was just going through this rigmarole of, okay, this is what we doing. They started slowly implementing the West Coast, some West Coast principles as well. So then, Mike McCarthy play calling wasn't just consistent. It wasn't the pass game didn't marry with a run game. And what Schottenheimer was alluding to was he want to marry those two, meaning I basically want to run plays that look similar, so the defense really can't tell if I'm going to run, if I'm going to pass, if I'm going to play action, I'm going to boot left, right. They wouldn't know. I'm going to put a trap in. I'm going to put tight end screen in. Yeah, I might run toss left, but yeah, that toss left, I might run that same toss left, but I fake the toss, then I come back with I fake the toss, I come back with a play action. Not play action, but a boot, something like that. He's gonna do. He's gonna marry that kind of somewhat similar to 2018 to 2020 Seattle. Now what he didn't do in Seattle was, yeah, he became very conservative around 2020 season. Offense started to get stale a little bit. People started picking up on what he was doing more. But I like the fact that he was transparent enough to say that, Pete Carroll challenged him to basically evolve his offense. So, like I said, that's just my opinion. And as far as in 2023, he showed some of his offense. He showed some of his concepts. He showed what he would like to do. It was more crossers. It was more motioning with CD. CD became the main option guy so he kind of tweaked Kellen's playbook with some of his concepts, and just, okay, instead of two guys running option routes, CD, you just gonna run an option route. Instead of having, now they didn't have too many cut splits with a lot of their receivers, but they did do a lot of motion, which I like to see what the defense is doing. They did do that slowly towards the end of the season. They started to implement more West Coast principles. A lot of quick passes, 5-yard hitches, and more curls, 8, 9, 10-yard curl routes. Less motion towards the end of the season. They still did do it, but it was just less motion toward the end of the season. It was more inside zone than mid, outside zone, stretch, if you were. Less power. So I'm really anxious to see what he's going to do as far as the run game goes. I know they're supposed to be talking to the Arizona offensive line coach. I forgot his name, but I love that scheme that they was running in Arizona. I know Skywalker still had mentioned the Arizona offensive line coach during the season, and I had elaborated on it as well, because I love that they run scheme. They deployed their guards and tackles like they were fullbacks. Them guys coming around on those edges, taking people out. I'm ready to see that. People, we do not need another O-line in the first round. We got enough. You still got young guys. You have the young guys on this team as an offensive. And I also talked about it as well in a video that I had did early in the season about that this team was going to rebuild its offensive line in 2 years. I said that. You can go look at it on my YouTube channel. I said in 2 years they're going to rebuild this offensive line. Zach Martin likely not coming back. He's probably going to retire, or they probably just not going to re-sign him. Terrence Steele, probably. There's a big probably with Terrence Steele. But in my opinion, he really just didn't play bad. Just had a lot some inconsistencies or whatever. But Tyler Guyton didn't pan out as the first round pick, in which I didn't too much care for, in my opinion. But we shall see what's going to happen. You still got, like I said, Terrence Steele. You can put Brock Hoffman at guard. To me, he played pretty well at guard. Center, of course, you got BB. Then you got Tyler Smith at left guard. Left tackle is still to be desired, so we shall see. Hey, Cowboy Nation, man, this your boy Heavy Chevy. Follow me on all social media platforms. Peace.